Day 160, sheltered in place, and one of my Middle Eastern granola recipe, which has pistachios and cherries and cardamom and crystal ginger, and also calls for rose water. Now I don't have any rose water on hand. Don't feel like going to the store to get rose water. If you're asking yourself, what the fuck is rose water? Believe you me, when you live in a place like San Francisco, rose water is in a bunch of different entrees and dishes and recipes. Everything from iced tea to donuts. Shit you not. And it's delicious. So basically I have some rose bushes and went out and pulled the petals off several. And this is how you make rose water now. Because I'm doing it on my own. So you take the rose petals, put them in, there's about 1.5 cups of water in there. And that's about 1 cup of rose petals. And as soon as it starts to boil, I'm going to turn it down, put a cover on it for 30 minutes. And then I'll take it off and let it sit for another 20 minutes and then strain it through a strainer. And then you have rose water. And FYI, a little bit of rose water, it goes a long way. But it's in a lot of, rose water is also found in a lot of Middle Eastern dishes. And it's a great sort of, you don't miss it when it's not there, but you notice it when it's there. It's delicious. So, 160 days sheltered in place, and that's how you make rose water when you don't have rose water in your house. And trust me, I know a lot of you people probably never heard of rose water. Didn't make it up. It's either spelled one word or 2 words, so there's that. Bye-bye. One more thing about rose water, the rose petals. When you pull them off your bush, your rose bushes, make sure you really clean them. Make sure there are no bugs in there, because it's gross. There's always bugs in there. Also, the method I'm using to make my rose water is, there's 2 different methods. There's one where it's the boiling method, and there's another where it's the steam method. And that's when you put the steam method is basically the same principle, but you put a bowl in there on top of them so that it collects the steam. Oftentimes you have to put like ice packs on top of the cover of your pot so that steam really creates a condensation that drops down into the bowl, and that would be your rose water. I don't really have a good bowl that fits in either of my pots. They're either too big or too small, meaning there's too much room around the edges. So that sucks, yeah. So, but that's enough on rose water, I think. Yeah, that's enough. What is it? 160 days sheltered in place? I hope it's 160. It might be 159, but 160 sounds good. It smells really good. It smells like roses in here. Well, also sausage and onions, roses, and granola. Yeah. Holy crap. And there's my rose water.